Welcome, my pal that chose friends and family. We're going to look into your guidance for whatever has been difficult in your life when it comes to this area. I've pre-shuffled and meditated on your cards and been selected, and I have a spread laid out for you. So that's that prompt. These will be the energies either that you're experiencing, have been experiencing, or things to keep in mind. The spread I have a tarot spread ready for you. This position is your blockages, what to consider, what to let go, and your practical advice. The clarifiers, first one, you got 2 cards, so I honored them. And then angels among us for some guidance. All right, so let's see what the prompt is. Your fulfillment. Your fulfillment. So maybe you've been lacking some fulfillment in this area of your life. Maybe you're wanting more fulfillment in this area of your life. Let's see what we got. Progressions, journey. I'm feeling like there's naturally a lot of history with family and friends, but I'm feeling cycles, I'm feeling time passing, I'm feeling learning from past experiences, I'm feeling evolving, obviously progressing from what once was into something that is more desirable. I'm also getting stepping out of an old version of yourself or a past version of yourself that no longer seems to be necessary for your future growth. Progressions do not speak of a passing thing, but to the big sweeping arcs of a karmic fate to your soul's journey. The challenge, this is not a small obstacle or opportunity. This is a part of a complex pattern. Trust the tides and set your own sails. Yeah, it feels like either a breaking free from family ties, traditions, and or setting out to find a more suited group of friends, people of like mind, or I'm getting like a new soul tribe. That's the biggest and heaviest feeling I'm getting, regardless of it being strictly family, strictly friends, or a mix of both. And this is a biological family or chosen family. It doesn't have to be that specific. But there is something that you have moved and evolved past, and you're ready to progress to continue your journey. That's where your fulfillment will lie. And then we have Chiron, heal. That wounded healer, light and shadow. The transformation of that Kundalini rising. Again, shedding his skin to step out, emerged as a new version, like I said, from the past self. Find purpose in your problems. Hard-earned wisdom is now relevant and needed. The challenge, the situation can set off touchy memories or poke you where it still hurts. Shrapnel can hurt as much coming out as it does going in. Take this opportunity to heal so those old places can transform, which is exactly what this is asking you to do. This is where your fulfillment lies, in the journey, in the progression, the evolution of the self, to move past this energy that is causing you some strife right now. The gift, however, allow the pain and the troubles of the past to become the wisdom and compassion of the present moment, which is exactly what this whole progression and journey is about. So that is where you're going to find your fulfillment within whatever is happening in your life right now when it comes to friends and family. The reason behind the blockage, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands in the reverse. I feel like it's a little bit of not wanting to let go. I feel like you're finding it difficult to let go of some of this possible dependency you had on that version of you, or in how people perceived you based on that version of you. There's something that you're clinging onto that is not allowing you to fully embrace this progression, this fulfillment, this healing. Also, it is in the same vein, you're ready to do it though, because it being in the reverse, you're like, I don't need to hold on to this, but there is still something I'm feeling that you are still sort of semi-gripping to, whether that be psychologically, but I actually feel that it's like a physical thing, like a materially based thing. About how you move, it's about your perception of how you've been perceived. That's the main blockage. And to clarify, it says, find the balance, isolation. Okay. Oops. Balance and isolation. So, two things I'm getting. Either you need to balance how much time you're spending alone within this progression of your healing journey. But what I'm actually feeling more strongly is you need to balance out your energies to have some isolation time for you to come to your own conclusions, for you to truly embrace this new healing that is coming in, so that you can progress towards this fulfillment that you are seeking when it comes to family and friends dynamic. What to consider? The sun in reverse. Interesting. The sun in reverse. What to consider? I'm feeling that you've been dimming your light for too long. Can you consider that you have been stifled in a sense, or blocked off from allowing or from being able to let your full divinity shine? And also I'm getting, which is strange because I don't always get this for the sun card in this particular deck, there is this bursting or opening up of your own solar plexus energy that hasn't been allowed to shine, like I said, which in turn has not been able to radiate bright enough for your people to find you, for your tribe to find you, for your ultimate love to find you. So consider how you've been dimming your light, how you've been holding on to something, and this is why this isolation is needed, to create that balance in yourself for you to see this in a true light and flip that up so that you're fully shining and bursting out with passion. Sacral and solar plexus. Self-expression and passion. That's exactly right. Consider how you've been keeping that locked, or on lock and key, however you say that phrase. And you've been stifling it 100%. This healing that's what this is about, the emergence of you, the full shining victory of yourself. What you must let grow. Love. An overpouring and abundance of love from spirit and from universe, from source, from the people around you, from your environment. That's where you must allow growth. And that growth is the nourishment back of self, with finding this balance of bringing out this passion again. That brings out this genuine, authentic love and beautiful fulfillment of what you're asking for when it comes to friends and family. To clarify, frustration. Yeah, you're frustrated with it. I obviously, I can understand that. It's not easy to find people of like mind, especially when you're in the transition of figuring out what that is for you. So I think this is the reason why they're asking you to find that balance in the isolation time, for you to be really clear on what it is that you've been stifling about yourself, and what you've been trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, or where you've been trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, where you haven't really, like I said, you have evolved past this. So this may have been, let's say, this may have been something that fit for you before, or the peg was smaller than the actual round hole, so it could just sort of like fall through, metaphorically speaking. But right now you've grown and expanded. This progression of the self no longer fits in this, and you're making yourself frustrated by trying to fit into this particular type of energy when it comes to your friends and family. Be okay with not being any more compatible with what used to be compatible with you. There is no shame in that. Progression is necessary as a part of your human evolution. To stay the same is definitely boring, and anybody who says that you need to stay that way is deluded, unfortunately, in my opinion. So your practical advice is 8 of Wands, bitches. Go forward and prosper. That's it. Ready, Freddy. Let's go. Speed is what I'm getting. Practical advice, just go after it. That's what I'm getting. Go after what it is you are seeking when it comes to the fulfillment of friends and family. Heal that wound. Trust. And trust that all will be well. Trust that all will be well and work out exactly as it's supposed to, as long as you take that initiative and use this progression towards your healing, towards your shining out, towards your full expression of love. Let go of that frustration. You are uniquely beautiful as you are, so no longer needing to stifle your true, eccentric, eclectic, quirky, beautiful self. Let's get an Angels Among Us card to close off your reading, my beautiful friends and family pile. And you have Archangel, Sandalphon, Music, Earth Star, Answered Prayers. Yes, you might find some common ground in music with these people, or with your new people, or your earth angels that you will run into. I feel like communication will be amazing. This is going to be an answered prayer. You will find your tribe is what I'm actually getting at. Follow the music is what I just heard. And that's the music of your soul. That's been a message that's coming up in the collective. Are you answering the song of your soul? Are you listening to the tune and the melody that your heart is beating at? You are this earth star. Your prayers will be answered. Follow your own tune. I love that, my beautiful friends and family pile. I hope that was helpful. Please leave a like and share your story if you feel so inclined and feel safe to do so. I love hearing about these stories and how they apply to your life. Keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Till next time, sending you so much love. Ciao. Welcome, my pile that picked romantic love. These are going to be your messages or advice about the difficult situation you're going through when it comes to romantic love in your life. I have shuffled the cards, meditated on them, and we're going to tap into the advice for you. So we start off with a show me card that's going to give us the prompt as to what we should keep in mind or what may be happening currently. Then the spread we're going to is a 4-card spread. This position deals with the reason behind the blockages, what to consider, what to let grow, and practical advice. And these are the clarifiers for your reading. And we're going to take one angel card at the end for your guidance. So let's see what is your prompt, what you need to know. What you need to know. Okay, so what you need to know about your romantic love advice about this difficult situation. Our first guidance cards. Our first energies are Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Always be the first lady. I'm feeling there's multiple stories, of course, that could apply to numerous sets of different experiences. But what I'm getting is to not undervalue yourself, to clarify your priorities when it comes to love, romantic love. The focus should be about you being the only and first option. Not only about their achievements or financial gains, but for the actual companionship between you and that person or situation. And that don't just take the picture, enter it. That's my favorite line out of this whole thing here. It's like, how are you, from one of my decks, it's how are you tending to the emerging story of your life? What have you been putting the focus on? Has it been too superficial? Has it been for things that are more outside of your personal expectations, but more externally relevant for your families or society, or what you think you should love, or how you should love, or how you should go after love, or how love should enter into your life? So what I'm feeling is what you should know here is it's about your priorities, clarifying the priorities of what you find supportive, nurturing, and beautiful about romantic love, and how you want to pursue that also. Next is Yoko Ono. Yes is always the answer. Love is performance art that takes place among the clouds. Love is not a dream. You can remember it if you want to. And that's what this is reminding me of. It's like coming back to the bare basics of what, the simplicity, I should say, of what love actually is. Simple in its form. It is giving. That is love. So if yes being the answer, love is this performance art. This is how we connect with people, how we experience life, how we bring our dream into the reality of remembering that you already are this type of love that you seek. Beautiful. Okay. Reason behind the blockage, Two of Swords, indecision. And that's what we were talking about, clarifying your priorities, right? It's what is it exactly that you want out of love? What have you been experiencing that you no longer want to experience? What has been in your head that you haven't actually spoken about, either to yourself or to your prospective suitors? So the blockage is the confusion, and this is about being clarifying, like we talked about, your priorities, your principles, your values, knowing exactly what that is so you can bring in the exact right energy instead of it being clouded when it comes to manifesting what it is you're looking for when it comes to romantic love. To clarify, 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. The self-doubt and the overthinking is keeping you, this is part of the reason behind the blockage. So this great and good fortune is talking about the negative thoughts that you have about yourself, about why this either hasn't come in, or why you end up being like the second choice, or feeling like you're not getting relationships that really stick or are really nurturing. And I feel like you've been thinking that it's your fault. Like you're the one that's solely to blame. Like it doesn't take two to tango for you. It's just you're doing solo dances all throughout. And that's not the case. You have something beautiful to offer. And it's as long as you allow yourself to get out of your head, this fortune can come in because it wants to come in for you. So clarify, prioritize. What to consider. 2 of Wands, make a plan. Make a plan. 2 2s in a row. Get out of your head and make the plan towards this good fortune. Set your sights exactly where you want. Make it clear. It's about clear vision for sure for this love energy. And then to clarify, unsuccessful plans. Okay, I'm getting what's happening here. The knot. So what I'm understanding here is you're in your head about the past things that felt and looked so good. Like Kennedy Onassis, like Jacqueline Kennedy, sorry. Marry for love, for money. That always the first lady looking good and feeling like really blessed. Or in a dynamic where it felt like, I don't know how else to put it, it puts you at a different status in a sense. But ultimately what you're finding out here, in my opinion, based on whatever might be happening, is the companionship is what has been lacking. The love and support is what you actually need. So all this good, great fortune left you in your head feeling still in lack. So now you're trying to find a new plan from the unsuccessful plan of the ideas you previously had about yourself or about love in general. You can remember that if you want to, love is not a dream. And you're looking and searching for that better fit. What to let grow? 5 of Cups, release. Release. What to let grow? So they want you to acknowledge where your hurts have been, to let them go and no longer focus on the drowning out of your emotions, on the overwhelm of the things, the unsuccessful plans. You're tipping the scales now and only taking what you need, full of love and compassion, to be able to fill your own cup consistently, therefore able to give fully to somebody else, and vice versa. You're walking away from the hurt. And then Beryl, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Yep, so that's what it is. What you need to let grow is to release. This is that feeling of lack, of loss, right? That this is unsuccessful plans. This is how you're feeling, but this is the blockage, just because you're in your head about it, about what could have been, the what ifs about it. And as easy it is for me to say, I know that making this plan and taking some time to pause and reflect is not easy. And once you felt defeated from your past, I get how this hesitation to come and this hesitation to make plans to move forward, which is keeping you in this feeling like something is lacking in your life, that you're holding on to some of this pain. But what they're asking you to do to let go is this release. Release all of this. How do you release it? You consciously have to make the choice to say, thank you for this. I forgive you. I love you, and I'm sorry. And that's to yourself first. Here, practical advice. 10 of Wands. Again, release the burden. Walk away. Take only what you need, which is that 3 of Wands to set you on your sight, which is right after that too. Take only those 3 and peace the F out. Face, secret admirer. Look at that. You got somebody else waiting for you anyway. Somebody that you probably don't even know about. Or maybe you do, or maybe just didn't think that that was the right thing for you at the time. Or it just was the wrong time for that connection. It feels like you had to go through this particular cycle for you to value yourself a bit more, in the sense of truly what your soul desires, not what's necessarily expected of you. And especially with this like prim and proper Jackie Kennedy being like always in the public eye, in the sense of the politician and setting the example for a country. You know, it's Yoko Ono who was kind of the disturber of all of it, that there's a lot of people dislike that energy of the disruptor. But again, love is not smooth. It is chaotic. It is fierce. It can be quiet, but disruption is what it is. It disrupts the emotions of how you feel, how you used to feel, how you thought about love. Especially when it comes in so eclectic like a Yoko Ono. And this is what the secret admirer is making me think of. It's like you might have been programmed or used to dating a certain type of prim and proper in your perspective, whatever that means for you. And it feels like the energy wants you to go to the creative. That's what I'm feeling like. It's like walking away from the collared up, tight knit. It feels stuffy. That's the word I'm getting. Stuffy environment, stuffy atmosphere. You're not able to be creative, expressive, allow yourself to be your full, authentic self when it comes to matters of love, which repressed some of your expressions of love because you felt stifled. Again, just buttoned up. 2 different energies completely. Dolled up, beautiful, probably Chanel suit, glasses, makeup, gloves. This girl smoking a cigarette, bohemian style, wild hair, no makeup, heart in on her throat. Speaking her truth, living her truth. Ah, yes. Okay, my love pile. Let's get you Angels Among Us to close off this reading for you, my loves. Ooh, there she goes. Perfect. And you have Saint Bridget, fire, growth, and passion. That is what you're heading into, lovelies. Fire, growth, and passion. Moving away from the stuffy into this beautiful, tattooed, freckled-haired goddess, you know? Freckled hair, freckled, red-haired goddess. Fully enveloping herself. And look at these two women standing almost in the same posture. One smoking a stove, the other but both on the hip being like, what? What you know? I love it. Okay, my beautiful love pile, my romantic love pile. This is what you need to know about this dynamic that has been troubling you or difficult in your romantic sector of your life. Please let me know if this helped. Leave a comment. All right, my beautiful collective, I'm sending you so much love. Keep watering your lives. Until next time, this is Lotus. Ciao. Welcome, my money, career, and work pile. So if you're in a difficult situation when it comes to your money and career, this is going to be the prompt or things to consider, to keep in mind, or energies of, to keep in mind. These will be the energies that you're in or have been experiencing or things to consider. Then we're going into a spread, a tarot spread for you using the Kipper deck, clarifying with my oracles, the Answers You Seek deck. And then we'll close it off with an Angels Among Us card. All right, let's see what this difficult situation with money, career, and work. Things to consider. Who can best or what can best help you? I'm going to say who or what. Okay? When it comes to this money, career, and work challenge. All right. Overrate your intuition. I'm strongly getting a feeling of trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, trusting what your gut is telling you. I'm almost getting a feeling of you need to overtrust it more so than what's happening in your reality right now. There's a definite innate knowing that you have that they want you to trust and follow. Do not doubt that. Who and what can best help you is your intuition. Is you following those promptings of being guided towards those people, places, or things that will benefit you in the sense of your money, career, and work. An influx of your divine feminine energy. Using that intuition to perceive the mysteries of this universe, which is innately you. To solidify your newfound clarity and purpose towards whatever it is that you're wanting to achieve when it comes to this area of your life. Then we have Soul on Fire. Extreme focus. Plans in action, desired outcomes, passion, laser-like focus on a goal, infectious enthusiasm. Success is on the way. My beautiful money, career, work pile. Finding what lights you up. And that's about those intuitive promptings, letting that guide you towards what it is or whom it is that can help you on this path towards more abundance in career, money, and or work. Okay. The reason behind the blockages. Bad health. Interesting. So it obviously can be that your health has been a factor in hindering how much you can generate in or how much you can actually do. That can be an absolute factor. But what I'm actually getting, more generally speaking, for it to hit more broadly is either the environment you were in was not conducive to help the soul fire enlarge or get engorged with more passion. It's also bringing me back very heavily to it's the way that you're thinking about it. The bad health has been in the mental aspect of your your perceived perceptions of how you view money, career, work, how you think you can generate more financial abundance in your life. And that thinking can probably be, for a good chunk of you, a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more traditional, a little bit more 9 to 5-ish. And I feel that some of you, if not all, some of you are really finding some discomfort in the way that you have been working in your past, which is leading to the discomfort right now. And the difficulties that you're experiencing now because your soul isn't free to burn, so to speak. So follow your intuition, overrate it, and just blindly follow that intuition almost. It's in the music. It's in the music. What I'm getting, it's in your thoughts, like, and it's in what you hear, how you speak. Music also can be a way to relieve some of this anguish in your thoughts, to find some place to rest. But what I'm really getting, it's really about the words, coming right back to what you've been told, how you think money should be earned, feeling maybe a lack in some area of, whether that be for education, being like, well, if I don't have this, then I can't really get this. Like there's some sort of limiting self-belief that is stemming around how you generate money. And when I say it's in the music, it's in the words, it's in the way people speak, you know, it's like, it's in the in-between things of how things register and sit in your body. And that's what they're asking you to change and to look at, and what can best help you to remove some of this blockage. Like I said, can be just allowing yourself to vibe out and listen to some good tunes when you feel a little anxious or overwhelmed with the way things are going. What to consider? Marriage. I'm feeling this merging of intuition and practicality. It's like when you're able to get out of your head with these self-limiting beliefs or self-deprecating thoughts, this marriage of the intuition and your soul fire, meaning pushing you towards what you're desiring, intuitively setting your laser-like focus on your goal, you are marrying both of your spirit's desire, your intuition of you listening, and using your practical skills that you have learned in this 3D world. And that's hold on, just hold on a little bit longer, loves. And hold on to that marriage. Exactly, I'm seeing his hand holding on to the waist of his bride here. And it's holding on to the vision, onto the intuition, onto what it is that your soul wants to be lit on fire from. Your everyday passions, things that you might have kept on the back burner because you just either didn't have the space, time, or didn't think it was lucrative for you to explore that type of career. What to let grow? Wealthy men. Interesting. There's two. Wow, spirit just choked me. I was about to say something, and they just literally cut off my throat chakra. So I will say what I was going to say after, but they wanted me to emphasize first, more importantly, is the reason why they cut me off, is because I was going to originally say that maybe you're going to meet a wealthy man that will help you out, but they're saying this is not the point. The wealthy man is you. Whoever my viewer is, this is you. You're trying to marry the wealth that you know that you can acquire within this desire, within whatever it is that you're wanting to pursue with that laser-like focus, which your intuition has been nudging you to go and move towards. This is where you're going to find that wealth. This is where you're going to be able to marry your practicality of your 3D life with your spiritual evolution, and bring this into some sort of new way to look at money, generate money, cultivate money, share money, give money, get money. And then I want to feel your touch. How hilarious. Yeah, I know that you want that money. You want to feel it in your hands. You want to know that you're good is what I'm getting, you know? I want to feel that touch of that wealth, of what it feels like to be in that place of luxury, in a sense. And that's luxury in whatever way that you view luxury. Luxury for some is things, others is space, others it's property, others it's travel. It doesn't matter. So that I want to feel your touch is so funny to me. Because I'm seeing visually like somebody laying in a bed of money and just butterflying the whole time. That's what I'm getting. That's so funny. Okay, your practical advice. Wow, courtship. Interesting. So, again, like I had said originally, there definitely can be a person who comes in that has wealth, that either supports this new desire, and you end up finding some like love in there. That's definitely could be a possibility showing up, especially leaving something that was pretty shitty in your environment, or whatever the case is, whatever marriage you had with work or with career, whatever you were tied to before. Something that wasn't working, you're discovering what that is, and now you're trying to marry what you actually want to do with where you've come from also. And right now you're in that in-between stage, and why they're asking you to hold on. This energy entering your life, either this specifically, like they said to take both of those descriptions I gave you, right, of you being this wealthy man, wanting to feel this wealth, that body in the bed, butterflying in those dollar bills, and also the possibility of somebody coming into your life that offers you some sort of investment, support, a grant of some kind, or just a really great resource to have for them to be able to either introduce you to the right people or expose you into a different environment where people have more money to spend on the things that you are trying to create or move towards. Something like that. And that courtship is making me think of that same thing. It's about that marriage. It's about that courting, that wooing is the word I was looking for. The wooing of it all. You schmoozing with this new crowd or new atmosphere to be able to find that marriage within the self to get this wealth. Interesting. And then you're constantly on my mind, which is this money, this aspiration, this goal. This is what's on your mind. How do I merge this? How do I come together? How do I bring this into reality? So who or what can help you right now specifically is you. It's your intuition. Once you allow yourself to follow without hesitation, your intuition towards your soul's desire with that laser focus that they said, you will come out of this space of lower vibrational energies. Allow yourself to listen to music, trying to allow yourself to consider, how am I going to merge? This is what you're thinking about. This is a consideration. How do I marry this? This is why this courtship is here. Because you can't, in my opinion, marriage is dull without the courtship, in my opinion. So apologies for anybody who did not have that courtship before. But in my opinion, this is where the sweetness comes, right? That honeymoon phase, so to speak. And this is what the goal is, right? What I want to consider is how do I hold on to this? How do I grasp this fully in my life? And this is what you want to let grow, which is this wealthy man, this wealthy person, this wealth in the self that brings in this practical advice of how to actually merge, how to flirt with what I want that has been on my mind for a long time, or at least recently. Beautiful. All right, let's get some Angels Among Us cards to close off this beautiful money, career, and work advice. Cheers. We have Archangel Jophiel, joy, radiance, and inspiration. Beautiful. Yep. The inspiration of what your desires are that are leading you towards this joy as you choose to radiate out your authentic beauty. This is where this courtship is going to, this is where this radiance is going to play the most in this courtship. The inspiration is from you. The joy is what you will accomplish once you allow yourself to listen to the music. Listen to your soul's song, is what I'm getting. That soul on fire, it's calling to you. Please listen, overrate it, listen. Oh, my beautiful collective that shows money, career, and work. I am sending you so much love, and I hope this was helpful. Please leave a like or a comment would be awesome. I would love to share. I would love for you to share your stories with me if you feel safe enough to do so. I'm sending you so much love. Keep watering our lives. Until next time, this is Lotus. Ciao. Welcome. I've got your cards all ready to go. So this will be the prompt of your advice when you're going through this difficulty within whatever general life area you've chosen to watch this reading for. This is going to be the considerations, either how you're feeling or what's been going on. We have a tarot spread for you. First position is the reason behind the blockage, what to consider, what to let go, and your practical advice. We have clarifiers for each. And then we will go into the angels among us to close off your reading. So let's get started. All right, we have what's entering my life. What's entering my life or your life? So if you're in a difficult situation in whatever area of life that you are choosing to look at this, it feels like you are curious as to what's now, like what's next. So for these fairy oracles, there's some really beautiful messages in them, and there's so much to digest, and I haven't used them in a really long time again, so I'm going to read from the book for these two cards here, partially anyways. Solace, which is the sun, technically, which is making me feel about what's entering your life, possibly is this like this beautiful brightening, this solar energy of that masculine, raw, fire, passionate, ready to go. Like it feels like a new zeal on life, a new zest in some area of your life, a new spark or a reignition of some sort of passion. Stands for knowledge, consciousness, synthesis, spiritual empowerment. This presence in a reading often indicates that something new is being brought into being in our lives, partly through our own efforts and partly through the help we are receiving from other realms. Beautiful. Miracles may take place. Movement into the light is occurring. This is a time for taking action, passing on our blessings and learning, and for service given from a position of strength. So like I said, it feels like there is this source power entering your life. What's going to reignite a flame for you in some sense, for sure. So whatever difficulties that you have been going through in your life, know that there is the light at the end of the tunnel is closer than you think. And then we have the Singer of Healing. Yeah. Number 10 and 13. And you know what I'm getting from these energies too? Like the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang. Like this beautiful, perfectly balanced energetic frequency of masculine and feminine energies. It's of a trusting of this call right now, which again has been a theme in the readings today about trusting the soul's calling. The Singer of Healing, healing of body, mind, and spirit. True healing must take place on all levels at once, body, mind, and spirit. These levels are inextricably linked, all one piece, and we cannot expect to change one without changing the others. This is the healer's card, and its presence in a reading may speak of healing to be given or of healing to be received. The circumstances and processes of reaching well-being may seem easy, or they may bring great challenges. In either case, we are asked to participate in our own healing as we are strengthened by the singer. More usually, the singer speaks of both giving and receiving, because we cannot truly and freely give without receiving as well. Healing is something that flows through us, not from us, and as such, we are inevitably affected by its passage. Healing is not something you do, it's something you are. So good. So whatever it is that you're emerging out of, whatever, it feels like darkness. That's what I'm getting. Like there's this shadowy feeling or vibe I'm getting that you may have felt you've been in for a very long time or a long time regardless. And the sun is shining on this new path towards this beautiful healing of others and self. to illuminate yourself, to enter into the light, period. The reason for the blockage, the Hermit. So if this spiritual advancement and spiritual healing in a sense, or understanding of self more clearly, this Hermit energy, it feels like you might have been in recluse for too long. I can't say too long. In recluse for so long. Working on yourself to heal these parts of yourself that has made you probably feel slightly disconnected from your everyday environment in a sense. Of being in two worlds, so to speak, and maybe that's the reason why I'm getting that sun and the moon. It's like this Hermit here is trying to understand and merge their darkness within their light. It's beautiful symmetry here. That self-reflection. It is time now to step into that light, to follow that star. You've been in that reflection, in that recluse, in that isolation for long enough. It's time to step into your light. Month of the year, October. Maybe you've been in hibernation mode or hermit mode since October, since the fall, since the change of the seasons, whichever season you may be in. And it's time now, it's time. It's time to step out. Whatever may have happened in October also could be a factor here as to why that has kept you so reclusive or withdrawn, which is why I think this healing is being called to heal yourself and others. This enlightenment of self and self-reflection for your own personal evolution and joy. What to consider? Seven of Pentacles, nice. Planning, patience, resourcefulness. Consider that this time in your seclusion has been enough. Like you've had enough time to marinate on the shitty things that may have happened, or on in the way you'd like to change the trajectory of your life. You've planted seeds for that growing, for that nurturance to evolve, for that sun, for that solar light to emerge, for the healing to be integrated now in your everyday. You've taken the lesson, you've marinated on it, now it's time for you to lay out your plan. Because it's already been, it's a time to follow through with your plan because the plan has already been laid. What to let grow? Nine of Pentacles, damn right. Independence, single, sexy, confident card, but it's just financial and emotional independence, stability within the self, interdependence with you and spirit, a better relationship with you and money, a true love of the self, of being in the recluse of the shadow and then coming out to shine. That's a beautiful progression here too. The Hermit works a lot in that shadow area of life. Seven of Pentacles, like we talked about, practical planning, waiting for seeds to sprout. And that's in that shadow phase. The seeds are about to sprout is what I'm getting, to step into that light, which is you shining. That is what you must let grow. And then career, boom. There can be a connection to the way that you're feeling or what has happened. Ooh, how did that one? Oh, wow. I didn't even flip that over. Shit. Shoot, totally forgot. The clarifier for Seven of Pentacles. Great happiness, harp. Exactly. I'm so sorry. I was so in it. Harp. Great happiness. That's from the planning like we talked about. Wow. That was a trip. Great happiness from this planning. This is what the shadow face has taught you. And coming back to this card is career. And it's a possibility that some of this strife may have happened from your career, or you may have had a loss from your career that's made you be really reclusive and had to withdraw because there was no possible prospects of money coming in, so you had to be really diligent and plan what your next step was going to be. And that planning phase, even though I know I can feel that it was difficult, it was not easy, and is not easy if you're still in it now, because I can attest to this. There is great happiness coming because of the seeds planted, because of the work you're doing. Even though you feel nothing is coming in, you are doing the right steps, my love. And I feel like it has a lot to do with career when it comes to this Nine of Pentacles in particular, single, sexy, and confident. And this is confidence in your career, in your work. Something is being generated when it comes to the spiritual awakening and this the singer of healers. It's like all of this is a part of the plan. It's a part of what's entering your life. It's actually already entered your life, to be fair. You're just in it right now. Amazing. Your practical advice is, the High Priestess. Trust your intuition, your deep knowing, the spiritual nudges, the mysteries of the universe. Pay attention to those little signs that are to remind you that you are not off the path and you are not lost. And you're not alone. You're not alone. And when you do feel alone, call on Spirit. Be like, hey, what's going on with me today? It doesn't have to be all uber, pray, religious-y type of help me, help me, help me. We don't always want to be praying when you need help. You want to be praying too and setting your affirmations, whatever words you want to use when it comes to that action. It's thank you for all of this, or give me clarity please on this, or if I take these action steps, what can I expect? You know, it's stuff like that. Because you always have a way to maneuver and manipulate, in the best sense of the word, how you choose to emerge. And that now, this new emergence, especially coming from spiritual, going into spiritual, it's like understanding what hasn't worked for me in the past and taking the things that have, which is a part of the Seven of Pentacles. Why it's not like a 4 or a 3 of Pentacles. You know, great happiness is coming from this. You are building, even if it is not tangible right now, whatever you're doing behind the scenes, Spirit is helping you and you are helping yourself achieve what you need to, which is at this sort of level of status, this leveling up, this knowledge and confidence in self to go after what it is you truly desire. Pin, like, new job and or career. And speaking of career, right beside it, this is heavy for life in general. It's like, you know that whatever happened, if you lost a job, if you had to leave a job because of circumstances, and you did the best you could, and you did not back down from your convictions that left you in a dark place, that left you feeling isolated and alone, it is now saying that the work you have done in that dark space, in that time of healing, is now coming into fruition. Trust. There's new opportunities about to emerge if they have not already, but keep your thoughts positive. Stay in the light, keep merging with your shadow. Keep building the self. Trust in you. Trust in your abilities. That's what's entering your life. Confidence of self, reassurance of your choices, clarity on your direction. Love that. Ask for help when you need it. Don't just pray for the poor me. Why is this? The why, the why, the why. No, we already know the whys. If we really were to look at it, we know the whys. We can't answer for other people, but we know our whys. So let's stop with that for this particular section of your life and just move forward. Fuck the whys. Let's get into the do. Yes, Archangel Gabriel, self-expression, creativity, North Star, boom, shocks. You follow up your North Star. Your true north, your guiding star, your guiding light, your guidance, your destiny. That is what you are following now. Fully embracing this love energy of creative self-expression, excuse me. And that also can have a lot to do with the career, about being able now to fully express your full self. There's a lot of that in the collective this week, or whenever you watch this. Okay, my beautiful budding beauties of life in general pile. I hope this was helpful. Please leave a like if it helped you in any way. Please share your story if you feel so inclined and safe to do so. I love connecting with you in that way. Keep watering your lives, my beautiful budding beauties. Until next time, this is Lotus. Ciao.